Rich in Philadelphia. Reverse racism, Rich? Really?
Yeah, Tom. Good to talk with you. I agree with you on about 90% of issues.
But
when it came to the whole Trayvon Martin thing, you've been way, way off. And you've been trying to put white guilt on everybody. And it's just, there's a lot of reverse racism going on out there. And, I'll give you a few examples. Number one, affirmative action hiring in government. Another thing, I live in Chicago partially of the year, and there's these, wilding attacks that are going on downtown where a bunch of black thugs take a couple white tourists and they beat them up and rob them. I mean, they're targeted because they're white. That's reverse racism.
So it must just be that black people are violent? Is that it?
Well, Tom, that's part of it. It's a whole culture. It starts with the rap music, single mothers. That doesn't help either.
Right.
I'm trying to be
more white people commit crimes in this country than black people, Rich.
Yeah, well, per capita, Tom, it's out of control. And
well, you have more poverty in the black community, Rich.
And I can give you a prime example.
You have more poverty in the black community, Rich.
Tom, I've heard you say that with the poverty, and
it is true.
I don't buy it because you think about it. Look at Africa. Africa's loaded with natural resources, gold, diamond mines. They have
Africa was colonized by white Europeans right up until 1956. If you expect people to go from being colonized to being fully developed Western civilizations, I mean, how long did it take Europe to figure this out? About 2,000 years. It takes a while. It takes more than one or two generations to put a country back together, Rich.
Yeah, but why were they colonized? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Can't they just do their own thing? I mean, why were they colonized in the first place?
So, do you think that Native Americans are also an inferior race because whites were able to kill them off?
No, Tom, you're good. You're totally changing the subject on me now.
Well, no, you're saying. I mean, if we're identifying races that and saying that they're inherently something wrong with them because they're not being economically successful in the face of white colonization, Native Americans are really
let's bring it back to this country, okay? You say poverty breeds violence. I hear you say
no, I'm saying racism. Yeah, poverty breeds violence.
John Boehner's district, the 18th, I think it's 18th or 20th district in Ohio, is very, very poor. He has a poor district. He's rich in a poor district. But
Rich, I can't debate John Boehner's district with you. I'm sorry, I don't know anything about it. But what I do know is that the position that you're taking is the position that white racists take who don't realize that they're racist. I'm guessing that you probably think that you're not a racist.
Tom,
and I would strongly encourage you.
I bike through neighborhoods of Chicago all the time.
Oh, yeah. Some of your best friends are black, right, Rich?
Say again?
Some of my best friends are black? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, you don't understand. Okay, reverse racism is black on white racism.
That's not reverse racism. That's simply black people attacking white people, which is really, really rare. The vast majority of black criminals and black victims are black. Even this idea of black on black crime. What do we? When white people attack white people, do we call it white on white crime?
Tom, do you think it's fair that your tax dollars?
Did you say that Tim McVeigh blowing up the
extra lunches for black neighborhoods and all this extra stuff for black neighborhoods? Do you think that's fair that mine of your tax dollars go to that?
Because they're black people.
I disagree.
Because they're black people, Rich.
No, Tom, it has nothing to do with that.
Rich, you're revealing a really, really ugly side of yourself.
Are not stepping up to the plate. The wealthy black people are not stepping up and helping out other black people.
How do you know that, Rich?
Why is he not in Detroit? Why is he not helping out the poor and needy in Detroit? He's totally turned his back on that, just like his own neighborhood in Chicago.
So one rich black guy isn't helping out a city that is faltering, and it's got to be...
so many of them like that. They just turn their back on their own neighborhoods and stuff like that. It's not fair. I mean, it's...
Rich,
and then,
I have to believe that you really believe this, and I think that that's so sad that you really are talking like the white racists that I used to know in Michigan, who were actually quite open about their racism, who and particularly bringing up Africa and see, oh, there's proof of it, and that kind of thing. I mean, you really need to if you're going to talk about this stuff, you should spend a little bit of time studying the history of race in the United States and around the world, frankly, and of European colonization. And anyway, I've made